Matt Vasgersian back with the minor league pregame show, counting you down to Double-A Tech. Babe will be in the glow. He's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
All right, baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Opening day behind us, it's Game 2 of the regular season between the San Antonio Missions and the Springfield Cardinals. Babe will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago. And he sits on the curveball there and hammers it to deep right field. And that will find the seats, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And this ball game is tied at 1.
Yeah, and you always like to get those.
Paul Shepard will dig in. He singled his first time around. And he gets on top of this one and sends it on the ground to short. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. Babe will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. Now a move over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time. As he... Pat Hall will dig in here. 1 for 2. He singled and grounded out so far. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. And that'll get down for a base hit. Kenny Reardon will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. To second for 1. Babe will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Shepard is under it to put it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 out to kick off the 6th.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Paul Shepard will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already and 2 more ducks out there at 2nd and 3rd.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
And this play is the very definition of trading a run for an out. It's been an ugly inning so far, so I'm pretty sure they'll take anything they can get at this point.
Kenny Reardon will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
You want to talk about getting on top of a high fastball. I mean, to call this at the letters, that'd be charitable. This thing's about neck high, but he still drives it for a base hit.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on Babe will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Game number 3 of this new season between the San Antonio Missions and the Springfield Cardinals. Babe will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And no one will track it down. On the ground is short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Missions lead. Number 79 will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort. Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Babe will be the batter.
Shortstop, Babe.
That's hard hit back up the middle. Barehanded for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Kevin Batista will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Oh, he finds a way to knock this down. But he won't have a play after all, as that'll load the bases. Clayton Rowe come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
No problem here, one away.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Babe will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. 1-1.
Now with runners at the corners, up by one with one away, some managers, they will at least consider the possibility of a hit and run here.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit hard back up the middle. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Greg Hill will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Infield expecting bunt. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Trigger, 2 strikes.
0-2, you gotta shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Hey, let's get a 2-ball right here. Come on now. Here you go now. Come on now. What's that?
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Andres Cruz will stand in, the 8th batter in the inning, as he'll get a shot with 2 on and 2 out.
All right, one pitch, your pitch right here. Let's go.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go. Get the foul out. Come on, kid. Get on for it. Here we go.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Come on, guys, let's go. Got hold him right here. Come on, Cardinal. Right here.
Hit hard, but foul. 3 runs already home here. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Hey, you got it. You got it. Get us out of here. Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So Kevin Batista will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
Hey, let's get him right here. You got it. Come on. Let it right here.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Well, let's slow this one way down and give you a look in show motion. He knows right from the start he's going to have to go barehanded if he's going to have any chance. That's a beautiful pickup there.
Babe will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Swing hard liner to left center. And a leap at short, but it's over his glove, and it could be extra bases. And now he has some trouble with it in center. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And that's a big at-bat there as they've broken this one wide open.
And that's what those stat nerds call a high leverage at-bat. I don't know what that means, but whatever you want to call it, he comes through in a big way to push a 2-run lead, now up to 4.
Greg Hill will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play.
Hey, I've heard that up there, huh? Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
Hey, you got one out here. Get a good one. Get a good whiff on it.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now. Here you go, guys.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
I'll tell you, it looks to me like he's getting pretty worked up out there.
Yeah, I think it's good to pitch with a chip on your shoulder, but sometimes one bad call, one bad pitch, it sends you right off the deep end.
He's working himself into a lather.
Hey, knock it down infield. Hey, get your pitching driver. See it drive it like you can.
There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Your pitch rolling, huh? It's for a good one, huh?
And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. 1 there, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is... Brian Lopez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. To second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Kind of lucky to get an out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.